Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So, y'all, in this video right here, we have Tasha K. A lot of you may be familiar with Tasha K. She's a YouTube blogger. She's been blogging on YouTube for some years. I used to be subscribed to her, and then I unsubscribed to her back maybe like 3 or 4 years ago because she kind of be doing too much. But anywho, y'all, so a lot of you may be familiar with her from her YouTube blogs, but a lot of you may be familiar with her because her name stays in the news. Every time you turn around, somebody is suing her. I think Kevin Hart is the most recent one, and I think he's suing her for, I forgot whatever amount of money, but he's suing her for defamation and extortion. I believe Soulja Boy is suing her for defamation because she interviewed some guy who said he slept with Soulja Boy or whatever, and Soulja Boy kind of snapping about that. So he's supposed to be suing her. I don't know if he filed the lawsuit yet, but the last I heard, he said that he was suing her for that. And then we all know Cardi B sued her back a couple of years ago and won her lawsuit. So Tasha K actually owes Cardi B, I think it's like $4 million. She's actually owing her this money right now, and she has not paid this. She haven't paid Cardi B her money. So y'all, now here we go. Now this story right here, the Bling Bling Bishop, Lamor Whitehead. I made a video about him back a couple of months ago, but he was sentenced to 9 years in prison for extortion and wire fraud, I believe it is. So that's what I made that video about him, because what made me make that video was because he was the same one. I remembered him because I remember the video that went viral of the bishop who was robbed at gunpoint during a live streaming service. So that's where I remembered him from. So then I was hearing a little bit about him after that, and then I was thinking to myself, you know what, he probably set that up. And then I heard after that that he got locked up, and then he was sentenced to 9 years in prison for fraud. So I don't know, y'all. Did he set that up? I still haven't found out yet if that was a setup, if he set that up, or if that was, because he was so flashy, maybe it wasn't a setup and somebody just thought that they were gonna come in there and get a few dollars. But anywho, y'all, so here he is. He was suing Tasha K for $360 million, y'all. Where in the hell did he think he was gonna get $360 million from out of this woman when she owes Cardi B $4 million, and Cardi B haven't seen a dime of that yet? So where did he think he was gonna get, like, how did he think to sue her for $360 million? This man was robbing people. So anywho, y'all, like I said, he was suing Tasha K for $360 million. But an article came out a couple of days ago that a judge ruled in favor of Tasha K in a $360 million Bishop Lamor Whitehead lawsuit. So let me get into this article, y'all, and see what's going on here. So it says, with many lawsuits against her, the gossip driven blogger has finally prevailed in court. Tasha K finally has a win on her hands after being sued more than a few times by celebrities. The gossip driven podcaster recently prevailed in a $360 million lawsuit made against her by Bishop Lamor Whitehead, aka Pastor Bling Bling of New York. Whitehead, who claimed he was robbed during a live streaming of his church service last year, accused Tasha of lying on him and sued her for defamation and invasion of privacy. In an episode of her Unwind with Tasha K podcast, the 40 something jokingly claimed that Whitehead purchased a $2 million mansion with only $10 to his name. However, the judge ruled that Tasha's statements weren't defaming and some of her remarks were probably true. As for Whitehead, he was recently sentenced to 9 years in prison for extortion and wire fraud. The 46-year-old was convicted of scamming one of his parishioners' mother out of $90,000 in life savings and falsely promising to renovate her home. Instead of keeping his word, the pastor bought a designer wardrobe and a BMW. Additionally, Whitehead attempted to extort another 5,000 from someone else and falsified bank documents for $250,000 loan. He's a sad case. He need to be exactly where he is, locked up, because this man he doing too much. Okay, y'all, back to the article. At the time of the conviction, U.S. Attorney Jessica Greenwood stated the defendant was trusted by many in his community. He was the bishop of a small church in Brooklyn and a self-described businessman. He was friend to the mayor of New York City. She added, he promised to use the money to buy a fixer-upper home that he will renovate for his parishioner's mother to live in. And she believed the defendant, a man who, by that time, had become a mentor and spiritual advisor to her son. Okay, so all right. So yeah, y'all. So he thought that he was gonna get $360 million from Tasha K. And you know what? The only reason Tasha K won this, I'm not gonna say the only reason Tasha K won this case, y'all. I'm not gonna say that. But I think by him, what went on with him being charged and arrested, and you know what I'm saying, having to do 9 years for fraud and all of that. I think the judge saw that a lot of what Tasha K, what he was saying was defamation, was actually truth, because, you know, he really was taking people's money, like Tasha K was saying he was doing. So I think that that's why the judge threw that. I think that's why, you know, the judge ruled in her favor as far as with this lawsuit. But I don't know what's going on, y'all. With, like I said, now Kevin Hart was the last one who I heard about suing her. So I don't know what's going on with that. I did find a couple of things, but just the fact that he was suing her and what he was suing her for and things of that sort. But as far as how that lawsuit is going right now, I don't know. And I also mentioned that Soldier Boy. Actually, I think Soldier Boy's. I think he's the most recent. I think Kevin Hart. I think he was suing Tasha K back in December. But I think Soldier Boy, I think within the past month or two or maybe three, y'all know how I do. Um, he mentioned that he was suing Tasha K for defamation. So this woman is always getting sued, y'all. So, anywho, y'all, I just thought that I wanted to put my 2 cents in with this because she finally won something. Somebody sued her, and then, you know, she finally, the judge ruled in her favor. Unfortunately, that did not happen with her and Cardi B. And what's going on with Tasha K with this money with Cardi B? Why she hasn't paid this woman yet? Like, for real, like that's a real question, y'all. Like, why haven't she paid Cardi B yet? I'm sure she doesn't have $4 million. I don't know, but I'm sure she doesn't have $4 million to pay Cardi B. So is she working out a payment plan, or is she just not paying her at all? Like, how does that work? Because can't the judge force her to pay her? I'm not sure how that works, y'all. But anywho, y'all, that's all I needed to say on that. So thank y'all for watching my video. I'm out.